No. What are you talking about? Okay, so I was going through the comments and then it said that the comments had been disabled for the video and I was like, no. And then I realised that if I just refresh the page, it's fine. Woo! Scared me. Okay. So I think this is probably going to be the last question. By the way, you have to excuse me, I'm getting like hay fever. I get really bad hay fever, so I'm just getting a bit like... Last question. Do you have an absolute favourite subject to talk about? Or top 5 subjects that you love discussing with people? That's a cool question, but it's a bit of a strange question. I don't really know how to answer that. To be honest, I generally don't really like talking to people. You know, I guess, you know, when I meet someone for the first time, or, you know, I meet a friend of a friend, or I'm in a group with lots of friends somewhere, or I'm at an open mic or something and I'm like mingling with the other musicians and singers and stuff, and you know, you introduce yourself and kind of tell each other something about yourselves, you know, the typical thing. The easiest thing probably to talk about is Japanese stuff. You know, they'll always ask me, what are you doing? And I'll say, oh, I'm studying Japanese, and I'll be all like, oh my god, that must be so hard, and it's like, not really. I listen to the music, I watch the movies, I watch the anime, I read the manga, you know, I watch anime with the subtitles on, so it might be hard for you, because you listen to the dub, but I like to hear the language all the time, so it's not hard for me. And, you know, just like that, you'll start talking and people will ask you, so why do you like Japan and blah blah blah. So that's probably the easiest. I mean, it's not my favourite subject to talk about, but it's definitely the easiest thing to kind of talk about. It's an easy thing to go to if you don't know the person very well and you need kind of something to talk about to fill in the time or to seem like you want to talk to them. Then talking about Japan and stuff is pretty... It's basics, you know, it's the most obvious thing to go to. If people want to talk to you and they're not sure what to talk to you about, they'll bring up Japan and they'll know that they'll get a conversation out of you. In terms of what I would like to talk about, I'd love to talk about music more. I'd love to be able to talk about bands that I really like more. I really enjoy talking about like Paramore and Flyleaf and stuff. I love talking about Lacey and what she's doing and what she's up to. I love describing Flyleaf music to people. I love talking about lyrics to songs. I don't particularly enjoy talking about music arrangement because I'm not a good songwriter. So, you know, I don't really like to talk about stuff that I don't know about. But yeah, I don't know. My general interests. I like talking about my interests. So I like talking about myself in terms of, you know, if people see me wearing a wig and they'll be like, oh, how many wigs do you have? And, you know, I'll tell them that I've got a lot and they'll be really surprised at how many I have. Or, you know, my doll collection, I've got a lot of dolls, you know. And, you know, I'll tell people about why I like dolls, how many dolls I have, what kind of dolls I have. So yeah, most of the time, all sorts of different parts of Japanese culture is the most common and most easy thing for me to talk about. Even though it's not what I always want to talk about, it is what I end up talking about the most. So yeah, I guess that's the answer. By the way, do you like my display? It's getting a bit dark now. I didn't realise how dark the room got over the last however long I've been talking. Wow, it's really dark now. Lacey! Do you like my Lacey t-shirt? I ordered it from America when the album came out. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really, really glad you all came back. Thank you so much for asking questions. Thank you so much for leaving comments. And yeah, just generally thank you for being awesome. Please check out the description for all the links for various things that you can do. Different various things to check out. Leave more comments, leave more questions. Even if it's not a question, just have your say. Start a discussion with someone. Start talking about stuff and we'll see where that goes. Go and research Sandman if you don't know it. Research Nana if you don't know it. Start a discussion about Death Note in the description. Check out the Facebook page. Start a discussion on there. Maybe I'll start one. Maybe I'll do a little poll and see, like, you know, let's have fun. Let's just have some fun. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Arigatou gozaimashita. I hope it was fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you look forward to the next one. Bye bye. これは何ですか?